do this. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all having a great day. So today we're just gonna do a full passing session against the wall. We're just gonna work on receiving the ball, getting it out of our feet, having good consistent passes on the ground. Here with my boy Sean today. What's up? What's up, bro? So yeah, if you guys want to try any of the drills in this session, I'm gonna throw all the clips in, and also I'll talk over them to explain to you guys exactly what's going on. If you want to improve your first touch and your passing, it's perfect for that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video.
You telling me you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
Alright guys, first drill. So this was basically just a warm-up drill, just to warm up our passes, warm up our touches. This session is really touch heavy, so we're going to be taking a lot of touches and moving our legs a lot. So for this drill, just make sure you're calling for the ball, take it around both cones, and on the last one, take it around the cone in the back, come back, and then do it again.
Yes, perfect. Yes, make sure you stand it. Touch it. Yes, yes, yeah, yes, yes.
Alright, so this is the first drill with the wall. So this is basically just a back foot, front foot, but there's a few things that you want to focus on. The first thing you want to focus on is your check. You want to focus on the quickness and the consistency of your check. What I mean by that is you want to have your check be as quick as possible every single time. You don't want to slow down. The second thing is the consistency of your touch and the consistency of your pass. Also the quality of both of those. Because if you give the wall a bad pass, it's going to give you a bad pass back, which is going to ruin your next touch. For this whole session, what we're trying to do is we're trying to do movements, and we're trying to repeat them as much as possible and trying to make them as fluid as possible. And this is just a great way to start.
Purchase your track today.
Right, so here's the second variation. So for the second variation, you basically start the same way you started the first variation. So receive the ball, back foot, front foot, play a good consistent pass towards the wall, take another touch, play it back. And then we're just adding this third touch. So for the third touch, what you want to focus on is the weight, because if you get the weight wrong, you're not going to be able to play a good pass towards the wall, or you're not even going to be able to play a pass towards the wall because the ball is going to be gone. But if you can master this touch, it's going to take your game to a new level in terms of taking a touch past a defender and leaving them for dead. One thing I forgot to mention is that you're going to want to be calling for the ball as loud as you can whenever you're ready to receive it. Not only because it creates intensity, but it's more game realistic. In a game, you're going to be wanting to call for that ball whenever you want it. Moving on to the third variation. So for this variation, we switched up the way the cones are set up, and we did the last two variations, so back foot, front foot, and then this touch that I just did, but we just made it more dynamic by having to run across the cones. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is actually a very difficult variation. I was really tired at this point, so some of my touches weren't great, but I was trying to keep it as consistent and with as much quality as possible, which is all you can ask for. And remember, keep focusing on the quality and consistency of your checks, calling for that ball, and scanning your shoulder every time you check. Alright, fourth and final variation. So for this variation, we're incorporating everything we did before, plus that one touch forward and that last pass at the end. So a little tip for drills like this that get more and more complicated is I try to keep a checklist inside of my head. So basically what I mean by that is I go check, scan, back foot, front foot, play, so on and so forth. By doing this, it gives me a more clear view of the drill, and it's not all conbobbled in my head, and it helps me do it to the best of my ability.